off to where are we going today? Where are we going?
Is it Tarring?
Tarring, yes. We're off to Tarring this morning. We've got a little wildlife pond that needs a full refurb. Okay, so welcome back. We're going to be taking this old pond out, putting in a nice new wildlife pond with a partially submerged stone edge all the way around. It looks really nice when the water's full up. It's easy to do and we'll show you how to do it. Get the hoover on first things first. Get all the water out. Not much water in this one, mainly plants. Okay, so clear up the edge as much as possible and dig out the plants. Really well rooted, these ones, so a bit tough to get out. Finally got those plants out and yeah, get all the water out. Makes it easy to take the lining out. In this case, just pulled out nice and easy. Okay, once that's out, you need to start shaping up the sides. Get some shelves in. Okay, the only bit of levelling you need to do is the top shelf, so if you can try and get it roughly the same all the way around, it just makes it easier when you put your rocks on, but it doesn't have to be 100% level. Okay, then once you're happy with your edges, you put your underlay in. It doesn't have to go in perfectly. As long as it covers most of the pond area, you'll be fine. Okay, so for the lining, we've got a few good tips to help you out here. Okay, so once the liner's in, try and keep the seam straight through the middle. Don't worry about folding it yet. You want to get as much water in the base as you can, just to hold it all down. We've got about a foot or so of water, maybe not quite a foot, but that's enough water to hold the base down. There's a bit of pressure on there. Now look how easy it is to fold. It's almost doing it itself. So lifting it up, tucking it under, push it down into that shelf, knee on that shelf. Same again, lift it up, push it down, pull out the slack. Okay, there's another fold. Look, again, it's trying to do it on its own. Pull the fold over, push down into the shelves. So what you don't want to do, if you don't fill it with water, what sometimes happens, you put your folds in and then there might be a little bit of gap between the liner and the actual pond edge, and then when you fill it up with water, as the water fills up, it pushes into all the gaps, and then this pulls tight like that, and then it doesn't take long, and then after a while all the water pressure pushes so hard and it's trying to force into the gaps, and then it splits, and then you need a new liner. So try and leave a little bit of slack when you do this. Do your folds, a little bit of slack, so like that's quite nice. So when it fills up, the pressure will push into all the little cracks and crevices. There we go. Okay, cement mixing time, ideal for us. We use 4:1 ratio roughly, and also we like to put a bit of waterproofer in, especially when it's going under the water itself, the cement. It's quite a stiff mix. It's got to hold the stones up, so if it's too wet it just pops out. Okay, clean off any loose dirt and dust off the rocks. If you're using much larger rocks, maybe a more substantial foundation is needed, but smaller ones, or maybe even a bit bigger than these, absolutely fine doing it this way. It's all about the joints really. If you can join them up properly, a nice bed, cement underneath, they'll last forever. So do that the whole way around, and then you know, get them into position, leave a nice gap, get ready for the joints. Okay, so we'll do some joints. What you need, this is gold dust, that. Don't even know what you call it, we'll call it skinny trowel, normal trowel.
sharp sand mix, quite stiff. If you have it too wet, it will mark stone. So quite stiff, quite dry. Well, it's not dry, but it's quite pasty really. Okay, so get your joint, nice little gap there. Chop a little bit off, knock it down, little bit by bit. Start compacting it in. Next bit. Start gradually moving your way up. I think what people do wrong, they'll go like that, they'll go, oh, it's done. You really need to work it in, compact it in both sides. Smooth it out. You don't need to go the whole way up, maybe a little bit higher. Nice and smooth. The more you go over it, the more compact the actual joint becomes. And when it goes off, that'll be super strong. Okay, the first cut of the liner, we usually go just above the rock height, and then start backfilling. I like to put a bit of soil in between the rocks and the liner, and then obviously more soil at the back, just gives a more natural look. Then you can finish off the cut. Just make sure anywhere you want really, just make sure it's above the water level. Okay, so that's it really, the pond's finished. Need the cement to go off and then we'll fill it up. The water will go over the cement line, partially up the rocks. So the cement will weather in with the rocks as well, so it'll look really good after time. The customer's going to put some plants in and plants up the area around it, so come the summer, it should look lovely. If you like the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. The more you like us, the more we can make videos for you, and hopefully we can help you out.